Did you know a single banned item in your suitcase could lead to fines, delays, or even being barred from your cruise altogether? In this video, I'll break down 17 dangerous mistakes every cruiser must avoid to protect your wallet, your time, and your sanity. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into all things travel, especially those epic cruise adventures. If you're planning your first cruise or you're a seasoned sailor, you know the excitement of packing for days at sea, buffet feasts, and stunning sunsets. But hold up, before you zip up that suitcase, let's talk about the pitfalls that could sink your trip. Today's video is all about 17 dangerous cruise mistakes you need to avoid at all costs. Specifically, we're focusing on those sneaky banned items that seem harmless but can get you in serious trouble. Cruise lines like Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Disney, and Norwegian have strict policies for safety, security, and smooth operations. Bringing these prohibited goodies isn't just a faux pas, it could mean confiscation, hefty fines, or worse, being denied boarding. We'll count them down from 17 to 1, explaining what each item is, why it's banned, and some pro tips to steer clear. Let's jump in. Starting with mistake number 17, bringing illegal drugs, including marijuana and synthetic substances. What it is, this covers everything from street drugs like cocaine or heroin to so-called legal highs and even medical marijuana or CBD products in many cases. Even if it's prescribed or decriminalized in your home state, don't assume it's okay on a ship. Why it's banned? Cruise ships operate under international maritime laws, and most ports of call have zero tolerance for drugs. Bringing them aboard risks not only your arrest, but also endangers the entire vessel's compliance with global regulations. Plus, cruise lines prioritize a family-friendly, safe environment. No one wants a drug-related incident derailing the fun. Pro tip: if you need medication, stick to prescribed pharmaceuticals and carry documentation. Leave the rest at home, folks. Your vacation high should come from the ocean views, not substances. I've heard stories of passengers getting escorted off at the first port, luggage in tow, all because they thought a little personal use stash was no big deal. Trust me, it's a massive deal. Moving on to mistake number 16, packing weapons or firearms, including replicas and imitation guns. What it is, this includes real handguns, rifles, BB guns, pellet pistols, and even toy versions that look realistic like airsoft guns or starting pistols. Why it's banned? Safety first. Cruise ships are floating cities with thousands of people, and any weapon could pose a threat, accidental or intentional. International laws prohibit firearms on vessels to prevent violence, terrorism, or mishaps in confined spaces. Even law enforcement needs special clearance. Why risk it? One cruiser I know tried bringing a replica for a costume party and ended up spending hours in security, missing the sail-away party. Alternative, if you're into shooting sports, many cruises offer excursions with supervised ranges on shore. Keep it legal and leave the hardware behind. Mistake number 15, ammunition or projectiles of any kind. What it is, bullets, cartridges, arrows for crossbows, or even paintball ammo, anything that could be loaded into a weapon. Why it's banned? It ties directly into firearm rules. Ammo alone is seen as a precursor to danger. Cruise lines don't want explosive materials on board that could ignite or misused. In ports with strict customs, this could lead to ship-wide delays. Remember, security scanners pick this up easily, and you'll be the one explaining to authorities. Tip: if you're a hunter or sports shooter, store your gear securely at home or in a locker service. No need to turn your cruise into a customs nightmare. Now, mistake number 14, explosives, fireworks, or pyrotechnics. What it is, think firecrackers, flares, party poppers, or even model rocket engines, anything that goes boom. Why it's banned? Fire is a cruise ship's worst enemy. These items are highly flammable and could start a blaze in seconds, endangering everyone. Maritime safety protocols, like those from the International Maritime Organization, mandate zero tolerance. I've seen videos of passengers trying to sneak sparklers for a birthday celebration, only to have them confiscated and face a stern lecture. Instead, enjoy the ship's professional fireworks shows if they have them, much safer and spectacular. Mistake number 13, knives, sharp objects, or scissors over a certain size. What it is, large kitchen knives, pocket knives, throwing stars, or scissors longer than 4 inches. Basically anything pointy that isn't for personal grooming. Why it's banned? These can be used as weapons, and in a crowded ship environment, accidents or altercations could turn deadly. Exceptions exist for small nail clippers or dive knives, which must be checked in, but don't push it. One common story is folks packing multi-tools for just-in-case fixes, only to lose them at embarkation. Pro tip, use the ship's maintenance services if needed, and pack only essentials like a tiny Swiss Army keychain. Check your line's policy first. Heading into mistake number 11, irons and clothing steamers. What it is? Standard household irons or handheld steamers for wrinkle-free outfits. Why it's banned? These have heating elements that get super hot, posing fire risks in cabins with flammable fabrics. Many ships provide laundry services or in-room irons upon request for a fee, so plan accordingly. One time, I chatted with a cruiser who smuggled a mini iron and got caught. Embarrassing walk to the naughty table. Tip, pack wrinkle-resistant clothes or use the ship's pressing service on formal nights. Heading into mistake number 10, coffee makers, hot plates, or kettles. What it is? Portable electric appliances for brewing coffee, heating food, or boiling water. Why it's banned? High wattage heating elements overload electrical systems and are fire starters. Cabins aren't designed for cooking, and it violates health codes. Most ships have 24/7 coffee stations anyway. Why lug extra gear when you can grab a fresh brew on deck? Save space and avoid the hassle. Now, mistake number 8, extension cords and power strips with surge protectors. What it is? Multi-outlet cords or strips, especially those with built-in surge protection. Why it's banned? They can cause electrical fires or trip the ship's power grid. Plain extension cords might be okay on some lines if marine grade, but surge protectors are a no-go everywhere. With limited outlets in cabins, this is tempting, but security will snag it. Pro tip, bring a USB hub or ask for a cabin with more plugs. Modern ships are upgrading. Mistake number 7, hoverboards and self-balancing scooters. What it is? Battery-powered boards like Segways or hoverboards for zipping around. Why it's banned? Lithium batteries are fire risks, and they're impractical on moving ships with uneven decks. Plus, they clutter hallways and pose trip hazards. Airlines ban them too, so double trouble. Stick to walking or the ship's shuttles for mobility. Mistake number 6, hard liquor, beer, or spirits. What it is? Bottles of whiskey, vodka, or cases of beer beyond the allowed wine or champagne limits, usually 1 to 2 bottles per adult. Why it's banned? Cruise lines make revenue from bars, but more importantly, it controls alcohol consumption to prevent rowdy behavior. Smuggled booze often gets poured out. Tip, enjoy onboard drink packages for unlimited fun without the sneakiness. Mistake number 5, homemade or perishable foods. What it is? Sandwiches, fruits, cheeses, or unsealed snacks from home. Why it's banned? Risk of contamination, pests, or agricultural violations in ports. Ships have strict food safety standards. Pack sealed, non-perishable treats instead and feast on the buffet. Mistake number 4, large coolers or ice chests. What it is? Anything bigger than 12 by 12 by 12 inches for keeping drinks cold. Why it's banned? They take up space, could hide contraband, and aren't needed with cabin fridges. Small medical coolers are exempt with approval. Mistake number 3, helium-filled balloons. What it is? Party balloons inflated with helium. Why it's banned? They can float away, interfering with ship's operations or becoming marine pollution, plus fire risks if popped near heat. Use air-filled ones for celebrations. Mistake number 2, laser pointers. What it is? Small handheld devices for pointing or presentations. Why it's banned? They can distract pilots, bridge crew, or cause eye injuries in shows. Ships treat them as a potential weapon. And finally, the number 1 mistake to avoid: ham radios, satellite phones, or unauthorized communication devices. What it is? Radios for long-range chatter or emergency beacons without approval. Why it's banned? They interfere with the ship's navigation and communication systems, potentially causing blackouts or false alarms. Use the ship's Wi-Fi or phones instead. Whew, that's our countdown. Each of these mistakes stems from real policies across major lines, all aimed at keeping you safe. So there you have it, folks, the 17 dangerous cruise mistakes tied to banned items that could torpedo your vacation if you're not careful. By avoiding these, you'll breeze through security, enjoy uninterrupted fun, and make memories that last a lifetime. Remember, always check your specific cruise line's prohibited list before packing, as rules can vary slightly. If this video helped you prep for your next voyage, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more travel tips, and drop a comment below. What's the weirdest thing you've seen confiscated on a cruise? Hit that bell for notifications and safe travels. See you on the high seas.